Hi, everybody. This is Marie with Just Gorgeous TV, where let's talk, keep it real, and move forward. And today, I am bringing on the show Mr. John Basedow. You know, I looked at that last name and I'm like, that's Basedow, down, you know, whatnot. But am I pronouncing these correctly, John? Basedow?
You have it perfect. Basically, it's baseball and Dow Chemical. Put them together, Basedow.
Basedow, I love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome John Basedow to my show today. And of course, I'm going to talk to you about what he's been up to lately, because he is a whole lot of things all in one package. So with that being said, John, how is your world? I mean, what is going on over there? You've just been super busy.
Thank God. I think you got to keep it moving. You got to stay on the hustle and grind until you no longer need to be introduced.
Wow, I love that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, John is a TV internet personality. He's a news reporter. He's a model. He's a motivational speaker. He's also the creator of best-selling Fitness Made Simple. And recently, he was just on, look at that, bring it out. That's right, Fitness Made Simple, y'all. He has changed and transformed many lives around the world through his fitness program. And he was just recently showcased on Little Things. Am I correct, John?
Yeah, that was a blast. I got a chance to guest host a show called Slice, where I get to put together my healthy cooking skills and make my Fitness Made Simple personal pizza. A lot of times on my YouTube show, Fit Meals, you'll see me taking a meal that may be full of fat, full of calories, and making it more fitness friendly. That's what the Fitness Made Simple personal pizza is. And I love working with Little Things. They have been a blast to me.
I mean, you got some major views on Little Things. And, you know, and I mean, I'm so sad that I've never heard of them before prior to you. And I was like, whoa, that's a whole nother world. So we are going to cheer you on that Little Things needs to bring you on as a host, you know.
I will definitely be there. As I say, they've been a great platform. Interesting thing about them is they're huge. I believe they're the largest digital broadcasting platform for women 18 to 49 in the world. They're that big. And they have like about 10 million Facebook followers. They produce very good quality. What I like about Little Things is they produce quality programming, but there's always a takeaway. There's always something beneficial in their do-it-yourself shows, their parenting shows, their pet shows, other information shows that leaves the viewer with a nugget of goodness to help better their lives. It's not just for the sake of entertainment only. You get this nugget of goodness that you can go out and do something better and feel better about yourself. And that's a really good takeaway.
Well, amen to that. And how did they reach out to you? Now, of course, you are a famous guy, a very humble man at that. And of course, I met you on OmGossip. We did the T-Talk TV together. And you've got quite a following. You've been doing New York Times. You were on Fox News. You know, how did they reach out to you?
Interestingly enough, I am very good friends with one of the hosts. He's like my brother from another mother. Shout out to you, Andy Peak from Papa Peak's Parenting. And I always support Andy during his show. They had seen me doing that. And then all of a sudden, the producer of his show said, oh, we'd love to have you do this and get your foot in the door doing some stuff with Little Things. And it was just so awesome to go there to guest host the show Slice, because for myself and for yourself, okay, a lot of times you can have a show on the internet, you can have a YouTube show, whatever, and you're a one-man band, you're producing everything. And it was funny because the day I walked in there, I had issues with my car, there were other issues, problems, I was running a little late, which I usually am never running late, I was stressed and all this stuff. Walk into the set, everything's laid out for you. There are cameramen, there's a sound guy, there's two people in master control, there's a lovely producer, there's somebody, an assistant saying, John, are all the little ingredient bowls in the right order? Can I put them in a different order? Which way do you want to grab them? And just basically the treatments you get, the whole professionalism of that, the fact that normally if we're going to do a video, we're all buying the ingredients, we're getting our little Pyrex dishes out. We're doing all this stuff. And it's just so much stuff that I don't really want to be bothered with. And it was so nice to have a staff to do that you can concentrate on being talent, getting out your message, being part of the creative team, but not doing every job, so that by the time you're doing the one job you want to do, you are just dead tired and frustrated. And I walked in just with an attitude of gratitude, because I'm like, guys, this is amazing. I want to be here all the time.
I love that, walking in with the attitude of gratitude, because you and I both know one man show and one woman show is not the thing to do. It's a no bueno. It's chaos. And
I'm going to take that. No, it's no bueno. It's no bueno.
It's definitely not a no bueno.
It's a hot mess waiting to happen. I always say you gotta in life. There's things that there's things that bring positives and things that avoid negatives. Okay, so I basically, if you have a disease and you get treatment for the disease, you're avoiding a negative. You got rid of a negative, which is great. You get relief, but it's not pure joy. So when you work with an organization and doing something that you love, when I'm working with Fox News, when I'm working with little things, and you're working with people you like, and you're on a show where it's done professionally, it's just a total positive. You get to get your message out there. You get to do what you're there to do, but you don't have to do all the stuff that you loathe.
I agree. Now, put in a box, I consider myself a multipreneur. Because I like to do many things. I don't like to be boxed in just one title. And I noticed that about you, which is what attracted me to reach out to you, because people that are in the fitness industry, people that are in the nutrition industry, that's not all that they have to offer. There's much more. Can you tell us a little bit more about all that you do?
Well, first of all, just to say you are 100% correct. I do not believe that your first career success should define the rest of your life.
Amen.
Just because somebody became known for something. And granted, I love Fitness Made Simple. I mean, I practice Fitness Made Simple every single day of my life. But I mean, I went to school for journalism, all right, and doing news reporting and stuff like that. I have other interests besides that. I do not want to be talking about exercises and nutrition 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I want it to be part of it, but there are other goals and other interests that I have. And I think that Hollywood, and I think that the entertainment industry, and in a large part of the world, tends to pigeonhole you as soon as you become one thing. That's the six-pack abs.
Right.
And a part of me will always cringe when I hear that. And the other part of me, the larger part of me, is always grateful to hear that, because, I mean, I worked my ass off to be that. But
right.
I just don't like the fact that I didn't realize it was going to also come with the extra baggage of limiting you from doing other things. So, yeah, I tend to think that I am, in some ways, I get my foot in the door because I'm known. People just want to meet you and you're known. But I think that it's harder for me than somebody off the street to actually get the other job, because there's so much baggage that I have to overcome in somebody's mind. It was funny because I got asked on Red Eye with Fox News because, I'd been on the T, I'd been on OmGossip, and I mean, I remember somebody on the staff there saying, "We were so surprised you were so funny." It's just, I mean, well, just because you lift weights and you eat right doesn't mean you're a damn dullard who has no sense of humor. You can still drop some knowledge. You can still make people giggle and
right,
stuff like that,
right.
and things and you can still have a brain. And it's great they gave me a chance to do that, which was a lot of fun. And because of that, I've gotten other opportunities. But now it's become a thing of like, you have to really, show us you can go above and beyond in order to get those types of gigs.
That's awesome. Now, John, out of all the things that you have done, what is the most fulfilling, or have you found that as of yet?
That is a great question. With your beautiful teeth and your beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you.
I've adored you since we were together on OmGossip and also the T. That's why I'm so glad to be on your show, and thank you for inviting me. I don't know if I found, I don't tend to look very much in the future. I don't tend to look very much ahead. I tend to be very, very present oriented, and also drawing from past successes to get me through bad days, because I think there's always going to be bad days, and no matter how positive you are, There are going to be crap days. You're not going to turn them around. Okay. Don't set the bar lower just to feel better during them. Just get through the crap days so that you can get to the better days, period. But I mean, I will always, fitness Made Simple, changing so many people's lives, hundreds of thousands of people to millions of people's lives, to help them get the bodies they want, and then use those same tenets, those same techniques, and the same discipline and determination to get the life that they want. That's amazing. And being able to affect people that way is amazing. I love what I did with Vine before Vine died with Wake Up Words, the motivational sayings, which have now moved to Instagram, because I've started on Instagram and stuff like that, of having like helpful life lessons, motivational and inspirational shots to sort of inject a little positivity and self-empowerment into the internet. I think the internet's a huge thing with a huge amount of potential, but it's so often used for hate and negative things that it's really nice that I've started the, I mean, on Vine, I would get all these great comments from kids, especially in school. Oh, just seeing that little, the little Wake Up Words thing. I could say like, for instance, don't tell me what I should do until you show me what you can do. All these kids and stuff like that are being bombarded by negativity all the time. I say, take a second to see who it's coming from. Okay, if you're getting bombarded by negativity from the class idiot or some doofus you don't give a darn about, why are you giving that person's words power over you?
Right.
They just deserve power over you. And just those little weird things and some catchy and some little sassy things or whatever that I would say, these little sayings, they'd write, they go, that really helped me. I thought about that in gym class, and now what this person said didn't bother me anymore. I thought about this way to do something differently, and I learned a different way to approach a goal or something like that, or I ended up getting around an obstacle because of what you said. That's very motivating to me. That's what I really like, and I want to do more of that. I mean, I think my ultimate goal is the same goal that I had from the very beginning, is I want to eventually have my own show that I am not producing myself. I'll executive produce it, but I'm not producing myself. I am not setting up the cameras. I am not getting the props. I am not doing every person's job. But I want that show to have obviously an entertainment value, but also some sort of takeaway value that every time someone watches it, they are leaving with a nugget of goodness, something that they can use to improve their lives.
Substance.
Substance. I'm talking about sizzle and substance. You want the sizzle to bring them in, but substance to walk away.
I love that. Sizzle and substance.
It's funny. I was just on a business call, and I have this analogy. I always say, I was talking to a person. They didn't understand it at first, and then I explained it. Oh, my background fell off. You have to jostle it every time to get the right number. But I always say steak and sizzle. Like, for instance, you could have a company, or you can have a product that's phenomenal. It's the most amazing product in the world. But if there's no sizzle, if there's no buzz about it, nobody's going to know about it. It's like having the most beautiful diamond in the world, the most perfect diamond in the world, in some mine in South Africa. If nobody talks about it or nobody finds it, it's still the most beautiful diamond, but nobody can enjoy it or appreciate it. Same thing with steak and sizzle. A lot of people have a great idea, phenomenal idea, but if they don't figure out a way to market it, if they don't figure out a way to get their message across, they're never going to get the type of results or the type of distribution or exposure that that product needs to help all the people that they intended it to help.
Absolutely, absolutely. You want to be the most known for.
Want to be known for doing something where people would say, oh, John Basedow, he really helped me. He improved my life by X, Y, or Z. Where it was an actual beneficial takeaway, where they gained something from what I said, what I did, or what I showed them that actually made a difference in their lives. Because there's so few people that walk through this world that are more than just a dash between two numbers. And I mean, I think you get lost in the details. If you control every single detail, at the end of the day, you get so mired down, I think, in negatives and so mired down in microcosms of what you're trying to do that you don't get the end product exactly where you want it to be, and also you don't have the enjoyment or the passion about the end product anymore, because each one of those little details, it's like a river going through a mountain. Rivers basically break through mountains or break through stone by the law of attrition. It's just the constant moving and the constant eroding away of the mountain that makes them get through it. That's what I think those little details do to me. They erode my passion, they erode my focus, and they erode my drive to accomplish something. And that's the negative in them. I still like to have control. I like to oversee what other people are doing.
Right.
I just don't need to be on the controls of every single thing. I want to have control in product, but I don't need to be managing every sponsor. I don't need to be in on every phone call. I don't need to be going to the dollar store and picking up the little dishes that the ingredients, if I'm on a cooking show, are going to be in. You know, because I think that takes away from where it's just something I don't want. Honestly, there's many, many reasons, you know, of how it ruins, I think, and also erodes my passion for the product. But bottom line, Marie, is I just don't want to do the damn stuff.
Love it. I love it. And that is one thing that I love about you, John, is that there's no filter. Okay. And of course, my show is all about, you know, let's talk and keep it real and keep it moving. Now, of course, you know, the Fitness Made Simple, and it has opened up many, many doors for you. What are some of the projects you're currently working on right now, if you can share?
First of all, one I can now share. Okay, now share. I'm very excited about this. The new spokesperson for an app called Astro. It should be in the Apple Store. You should see it in the Apple Store. This is hot news, breaking news, actually, on the Marie F. Hale.
First exclusive.
You are the first. You are the first. It's an app called Astro. I'm very, very excited about it. I am working with a company out in your neck of the woods, Silicon Valley, with it. And it is basically designed to be like the Siri of personal health and lifestyle apps.
Wow.
And this is something that is going to you'll see it when it comes in the App Store on the 23rd, hopefully around that week. It is geared towards helping you improve your nutrition choices, your exercise choices, but always being a constant buddy, because in this technological age, you know, everybody, humans, we be busy folk. And a lot of times if somebody has a question, sometimes your friends may not be there to answer it. Sometimes you might not have an expert there to answer it. This app is like, for instance, if you want to ask, I've had X, Y, and Z to eat today for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. How far am I from accomplishing my goals? What should I do tomorrow to fix any of the errors of today? Even asking it simply, how am I doing today? And this app, Astro, actually comes on and tells you things that you could do to improve your situation, tells you how you're doing so far for the day. It's like your little coach, but it's available 24/7, 365, you know, for any questions and stuff like that that you have. And the thing about it is, it's phenomenal now, but it's growing and it's getting better and better every day. And there's new technology and new knowledge added to it all the time. And that's why I'm so excited. This thing is on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence apps helping people achieve their goals.
Speaking like a true spokesman for Astro. Look at that. Attitude with some gratitude and knowledge, dropping it. My goodness gracious. And I can't wait for you to come on out here, right? Be a really, really big app. I mean, hey, the Kardashians has an app. I mean, but you know.
I think it's just so funny. We go from talking, you know, towards major health and lifestyle advances to talking about philosophy, and then you'll see us on other shows talking about celebrity and entertainment news and what happened when Kim Kardashian stubbed a toe. You never know what you're going to see you and I talking about.
Absolutely, because we are so well versed in all areas, you know, where some people, they may not be able to do so, right? And I think that Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it's good to just be knowledgeable about certain things and also have opinions. That's why I'm happy to talk about entertainment. I'm happy to talk about pop culture. Those are interests of mine. And also just interested in interesting people. And then also you can focus on other things that you want to do. That's what we talked about before. Just don't have limits, and don't ever let anybody else put their limits on your abilities.
I heard that, because let me tell you, my God is not limited to time, space, and matter. So therefore, we should not either, right?
A to the men.
Hey, I love that. Now, of course, before I let you go, I've got to ask the question, is there a young, you know, love in the life of John?
Right now it's work. Right now it's work. I've had, I think it's hard to commit yourself to, you know, having a regular lady in my life all the time, because I know at this point when my passion is directed in a certain area, I would not be giving that relationship the time it needs. And I'm like a ride or die type of guy. So if I'm not in it for a ride or die, you know, relationship, it's not something I really want to, you know, dilute my focus on. And right now it's balls to the wall on the things that I'm involved in, and growing and expanding the brand, and also getting my message out there to help and empower as much people as possible. However, if in the travels of doing that, I do happen to meet Miss Right, who just walks into my life, and there is just no denying that connection, because I'm a forever type of guy. I'm not, it's all about forever with me. I really have no interest in anything else. And if I do happen to meet that, that's something I'd definitely be open to.
That is amazing. Well, you better check that out, ladies, because you definitely want a forever type of guy, right? And, you know, what would be something inspirational and motivational that you want to let the world know about you? And then, of course, tell everybody, how can they find you and reach out to you?
Well, first of all, let's get that out of the way. Easy. I'm easy to find. I ain't hiding. You can go to johnbasedow.net. You can go to fitnessmadesimple.com. Those are the websites. But I'm hitting up the Instagram. I'm on the gram. I am down in the gram a lot. So Instagram.com, John Basedow TV on Instagram, John Basedow on Twitter. That's all good. Putting me aside, what I'd like to leave the people out there with is just a little lesson I learned from my own story. I know a lot of you who are watching this show, a lot of you who are fans of Marie, are probably going for your own goals. And if those goals are something that's difficult to achieve, or if you're trying to achieve something, you are going to have to put in the work. You are going to have to put in the effort, because anything worth achieving takes effort. And along that way, you are going to face tons of obstacles. And if it's really important, you are going to face tons of haters. Anytime you get a hater, just take that as a sign of you have become relevant, and you say, bless you, hater. You are a sign I have become relevant, because that's exactly what they are. You don't have to think of them for anything else. Any of the words out of their mouth, any of the venom, just have it washed right over you, okay? You are a sign of I am relevant. Hallelujah. Just know that any obstacles, anything you have in front of you, do not quit, and do not let anybody who failed to achieve their dreams put limits on you or try to stop you from attaining yours. Because as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you work hard, as long as you focus on your goals and you hustle and grind, you will achieve the success that you are after, and don't let anybody tell you differently.
And I heard the truth out of that. And I'm so glad that God has blessed you with all that greatness and gratitude and attitude and knowledge and wisdom to change people's lives on a daily basis. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is John Basedow. I feel like I need to go Basedow, wow, wow. No. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, this is Marie with Just Gorgeous TV, where let's talk, keep it real, and move forward. With that being said, John, thank you so much for your time, for gracing us with your presence.
Well, thank you for inviting me. And like I like to sign on to my own show, and I mean this for you, my dear, much love and respect.